Offenses become more fierce when you are very close to your blessing. Suddenly, your husband. I said 7 key truths about offenses. Number 2, offended people offend people. The same case, Moses was offended by the children of Israel, he ended up offending God. Offended people offend other people. If you are in a relationship and your spouse or your significant other behaves a certain way that normally it doesn't behave like that, don't be quick to conclude. It could be that people and life must have tried to stick all kinds of mud on the person from morning till night. You know, men used to complain that women change mood swing. I don't want this mood swing. You will want it. There's nothing anybody can do to cure the mood swing of women, because the hormonal imbalance, the hormonal flux in the system of women is quite different from that of men. You can be smiling and happy now with a woman, and you guys are so happy and everything was 30 minutes later. Is there any problem? Nothing. Did somebody offend you? I said nothing. Hey, Hannah, the way you are nodding your head, like, exactly. You see that answer nothing? That answer nothing was encoded in women's DNA from birth. Encoded. You will never remove it. The sooner you understand that you can't remove it, the better for you. If not, you go suffer. And a man, always trying to be a rational being, is 30 minutes ago, we were all jumping, eating, and laughing, hugging. Suddenly, you can't even touch it. You just say nothing. I said nothing. Did somebody offend you? No, I said nothing. What is your problem? What is your problem? Why are you looking at me like that? What did I say? You are the one offending me. The way the brothers are staying, yes. Suddenly, from nothing to something, and the something is you. Sometimes it is too funny to make it. It's just funny because, I mean, you're not going to now start taking offense. Like, if you are used to it, you just smile over it, go and do something else. Just give the person time, the balance will come back. Men get, I know. If it's a good woman, she'll just now have a smile and say, "Is it why you are here?" Two of us will both last step. I don't know this. I know the people know these things. But there are some men that won't agree. I'm asking you something, they carry face like Kufu. If I tell you slap now, you go. Maybe you are the follow talk. You see, the thing with relationships, especially kingdom-based, is that you have to be very careful, because the Bible said to men, dwell with your wives with understanding, knowing that she's a weaker vessel now. Weaker vessel emotionally, not necessarily physically, right? Knowing that she's a weaker vessel and she's a fellow heir of the grace of life, so that your prayers will not be hindered. See me, see God. He didn't tell that to women, he said it to men. He said, handle the woman with, God won't ask you to do what he has not empowered you to do, right? It will be injustice. Meaning that he is counting on you to draw wisdom to handle women when they are like that. Because he said, knowing that they are weaker vessels, and it is about a weaker emotion. So God is trusting you to still use spiritual understanding, mental understanding, psychological understanding, emotional understanding to handle the situation, so that you don't end up hindering your prayers, you as a man. And if you don't handle these kind of things with understanding, meaning it will lead to offense. And with offense, your prayers will be hindered. So you will now be saying, "Now this is my wife. Now be the reason she is not going to work for me again. Now this is your stupid life. Now cause am." Meanwhile, you rejected the counsel of heaven to demonstrate understanding. So one of the reasons you would want to avoid those situations, avoid offenses, is you remember that you are going to pray soon, and that your prayer can be hindered. Now, this does not now make women intentionally offend. Do you understand? Now that will be witchcraft. I know that your prayer will redeem that. If you lie, don't come and settle with me. Do you know the danger of such things? Angels hate insubordination. That's why Paul said women should cover their head, that their hair was given them as a covering because of the angels. Why? He said that it shows that the woman is subject under her husband. He's talking about the husband and wife. No thing said just because you see one girl for road, you are the head of that girl. Now, so I head there. Nobody saying you. It's within the context of marriage that there has to be a leader. Two people can lead. In the context of marriage, God expects a woman to show submission to the leadership of her husband, not subjugation, where none of your opinions matter, none of your counsel matter, nothing matters about you. That one is subjugation. Misogyny, extreme dominance. Everybody must conform to what you say, even when you don't even have the wisdom sometimes about certain things. Everybody must conform. That's why men have to be careful not to misuse their authority. If God told Abraham, listen to your wife, who am I? Truth number 3, I said 7, you will receive in appropriate timing what has eluded you over a long period of time when you get rid of offense. Look at Job. Years of being offended by his friends because of the situation he was in. When God wanted to restore him, he said, go and forgive your friends. After he forgave his friends, he was restored much more than he was before. Offenses can drag your blessings. It will enter your hand until you get rid of it. So you can receive in a moment what has eluded you for a long time when you get rid of offenses. Point number 4, so that we can close. Satan stirs up people to offend you more and more when you begin to demonstrate forgiveness. The moment you begin to be so forgiving, so accommodating, long-suffering, more people will offend you. That's the job of Satan. Jesus, close to his death, he was more offended. At a point, he told Peter, get thee behind me, you Satan. For you don't care about the things of God, but the things of men. He said, get behind me, Satan, you are an offense to me. When he was about to enter into his suffering and his glory, your offenses increased. Number 5, until forgiveness comes from your heart, it can't neutralize offenses and its consequences. You know, some people deceive themselves. I've forgiven him. It's a lie. The way you know you have truly from your heart forgiven someone is whenever you see the person, surely you will remember God is the only person that casts the sins of the world into the sea of forgetfulness. Human beings don't. But when you see the person, the chemical and emotional reaction within you will determine if you had forgiven or not. Someone really hurt you, like really deep, and you see the person and you're like, my brother, how are you there? God bless you this way. Yes, sir. And you move on. It shows that it was from your heart, the forgiveness. But even, what's up, man? Okay. The thing is still in your heart and it's eating you up. You are the one that is being diseased, not the person. Number 6, if God says we should forgive all things, then we can. God will never ask you to do what you do not have the capacity to do. Then we can. The last one. Offenses become more fierce when you are very close to your blessing. Suddenly, your husband is talking anyhow, he's behaving almost to the point of stopping. Something is happening in the background. Something is what? Happening in the background.